welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about why I stopped eating meat and why I started eating meat. So in the end of 2017 and the start of 2018, I had a relapse of depression and I ended up losing my appetite and I pretty much stopped eating. My last meal was at a pub and I ordered lamb shanks and I took about 2 bites and then I pretty much was like, I can't do this anymore. I just can't eat this. And then from there, I was pretty much surviving off biscuits. Like, I think they were digestive biscuits and cups of tea. And I had a pair of size 8 jeans that I had kept from a few years back when I was about 18, I think it was. And I kept them just in case one day I could fit into them again. And I had lost enough weight that I was able to fit into these jeans. And I ended up not only fitting into these jeans, but now the jeans were too big for me. And they were a size 8, and that was probably the smallest size I have been in my whole life. So my dad started saying to me, you know, Naomi, you need to eat, like you need to try and eat more because, you know, you're losing weight, and, you know, he started to worry. So I made an appointment to see the doctor, who had about a month or 2 prescribed me antidepressants. So I was already on the antidepressants. I was just, needing to talk to him about my weight loss. And he was a bit shocked because he's like, I've never had anybody come to me and say that they have been losing weight on these tablets. It's always they're putting on weight. So I weighed myself and I was 51 kilos. Before I stopped eating properly, I was 58 kilos. So I've lost a fair bit of weight there in a very small period of time. And the doctor said as long as I was still getting my period, he wasn't too concerned, which I was. He just said to me, he doesn't want me going under 50 kilos, otherwise he was going to send me to see a dietitian. So I made another appointment with him, I think it was 3 weeks or a month after that, just to have a catch up and check on my weight. And it must have been after that appointment that I was like, well, that did not help me at all. I'm still not eating. I still can't physically eat. I need to do something. And so I saw on YouTube, because I love watching YouTube videos so much, that like anorexia recovery stories and stuff. So I thought I'd look into a few of those and see what they had been doing. And they were all talking about pretty much going vegan. So I said, well, what have I got to lose? Like, why not? I may as well. So I pretty much went cold turkey vegan, like I cut out all meat. I was never a big meat eater to start with. And I when my next doctor's appointment came around, he weighed me and I'd put on 2 kilos. And he was it was like he was sort of blaming the tablets, saying, oh, they must be working now. But I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's my diet, because I was actually eating again and I felt really good. And he was concerned. He was like, so you're not eating fish? I said, no. And he's like, not even chicken? I said, no. And then he's like, well, do you want to see a dietitian? I said, I don't think I need to see a dietitian. It's obviously doing something because I've put on weight. So I was vegan for 7 months. And during that time, I watched a lot of documentaries and vegan YouTubers and all the stuff that you normally would do. I guess if you're starting a new lifestyle. But for me, I live in a rural community in a very, very small town in New South Wales, and people were not liking the fact that I wasn't eating meat. People who I think had obviously grown up on farms and things like that, they just were very much opinionated on, I guess, the way I was living my life, and I got into a few heated conversations with them about it because I was getting quite fed up with everyone having to feel like they needed to tell me how to live my life. But anyway, I just sort of ended up in the end just ignoring them because I just couldn't be bothered anymore. And then so 7 months came around, but I had still been eating milk chocolate, and I just could not give up milk chocolate. And I felt that personally, I was feeling very guilty because I didn't feel like a true vegan, I guess, because of that, in that sense, because you're not meant to be. And I know that there are like vegan chocolate alternatives, but I just couldn't, for some reason, I just kept, as hard as I tried not to, going back to eating, grabbing a Cadbury milk chocolate, which I felt really guilty about, but I just decided from then, well, maybe I should go vegetarian because then I can still eat the chocolate and not feel really bad about it and feel like I'm not being, doing the right thing as a vegan. And I was able to sort of expand what I was eating a little bit more, which I actually was quite happy with. So I went on for a fair few more months as a vegetarian. And don't get me wrong, I have nothing against vegetarians or vegans. I think it's great and everything, but I was specifically doing it for health reasons to start with. And just before I went vegetarian, I had gotten up to 55 kilos and I was a healthy weight, and I was happy with how everything was. And so I thought, well, it wouldn't kill me to add a few more things into my diet. So I did. And so I went a fair few more months as a vegetarian, but I was still binge eating, like really binge eating. Like my body was scared that I was going to starve myself again. And I'd noticed it a little bit throughout the last year or so, and then it just seemed like it was getting a lot worse, and I just was thinking maybe, I'm not listening to my body properly or something, and I need something a little bit more substantial. And so I started thinking maybe that I should start incorporating meat into my diet again. So that's pretty much what I did. I started eating meat again. My body wasn't too happy at first. I think it got a bit of a shock. So I had a bit of an upset belly. And this was only recently. This was only within the last few weeks that I started eating meat. But I've also noticed that I've lost a bit of weight. Like my stomach's not as puffy as it was or has been, which is really strange. And my partner even said a comment to me that, being vegetarian, I thought, you'd be really skinny. yes, but I probably wasn't eating the healthiest of foods. And yeah, I at the time was struggling to cook meals and stuff just because I have a full-time job and I travel an hour to and from work, and by the time I get home from work I don't want to be cooking up, really cooking or anything. I just sort of want to have something quick and then do my little workout routine and my yoga and read my book and go to bed and do all, that stuff, so I'm ready for the next day. Yeah, so far I feel pretty good eating meat. Yeah, it's just, like I said before, I have nothing against vegetarians or vegans. This is my personal experience, and everyone's got their own, I guess, life paths and life journeys, and everyone's is different, and this is mine, and it might have been something that I needed at that time of my life, but maybe not so much now. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for today's video. I'm sorry if, the video is not that great. I'm filming on my phone. I've only just started to get back on my YouTube. I did have a channel a few years ago for makeup, and I actually had a camera then. I don't have a camera now, and yeah, anyways. And I'm not too sure if the lighting's too great either, but anyways. But yeah, so that's all I have for today's video. If you have any questions, comment down below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of my videos, because I am planning to do more on different things, a bit of lifestyle stuff, hit the subscribe button and the notification button if you'd like to see when my next video is up. But besides that, I hope everyone has a good day, and I'll see you in my next video.